feel an overwhelming sense of gratefulness to be able to even compete this season. I feel like we've really built upon our spring season last year, just building relationships with my teammates and just kind of getting back in the groove of things. So it's really good to get into the routine again and get out and compete. Having Paige on the team has been so awesome. She's one of my roommates, and it's just so fun to get to know each other better just in day-to-day life and play together on the course. And she's really competitive, so it's cool to see her thrive in this environment. Yeah, the support we received up in Brookings was incredible. I know that for me, having my parents come up and watch was super fun, just to see them again after a month of being away. And then, yeah, just seeing everybody else's parents and grandparents come out and support the Yotes was super cool, because that really is what it's all about. We're really excited to travel down to Missouri this week. I think we have a lot to build off of from the Brookings tournament. I don't think anybody was necessarily too pleased with their performance there, but we're really working on our weaknesses right now and building upon our strengths. So we're excited to get another tournament under our belts. Each tournament and each season really just builds more confidence for me. I usually tend to find areas in my game that I need to work on, and I know that I have great resources in my parents and my coaches to help me kind of get better as an athlete and a person. So it's just really a building process for me, and taking each experience and kind of learning from it. I think just continuing to build the relationships will be our foundation this season, because that's really where it all starts, and that's how we find success, just by supporting each other and then letting the good scores kind of fall into place.
Yeah, last week when we were in Brookings at South Dakota State's event, we had tremendous support from friends and family, and that's just such, a unique opportunity to be so close to home and have an hour and 45 minutes up the road for us to travel, and then in turn for the ability for a lot of those families to make the trip. And so it was a great opportunity to have that support, and we were grateful for it. It's certainly something that we try to do at least once or twice a year, is get everybody into the van, all 9 of our student athletes, and go up and compete. And it was a great opportunity for us to see where everybody was at with their games coming off the summer season, and then obviously having some qualifying rounds, but throwing everybody into the fire a little bit and seeing where they were at. So it was a lot of fun to share the laughs and the stories, and kind of have a little bit of a crowded van on the way up, but that's what it's all about at the end of the day, is building those relationships and having that fun. Right, for some, this is their first fall season with our sophomores and obviously our freshmen too. It's such a different change of pace of coming off the summer, and then you're jumping right in, and you've got class and you've got competition, and everything's happening so quick. And they've done really well with that adjustment. Obviously the sophomores having some playing experience has helped from last spring, but coming in and having to kind of hit the gas and go right away is something that they haven't experienced. So they've done very well. I think the upperclassmen have tried to help them through that process in terms of that workload balance and understanding what it's going to take to be successful. So seeing those upperclassmen really help them with that has been something that's been awesome for us to see, and I think in the long run it's really helped them with that. Yeah, we didn't take anything over a double bogey. We took quite a few bogeys, and that's what led us to not have quite the team scores that we wanted, with 311 and 309, and also just not quite as many birdies as we would have liked, but we made a bunch of pars. And so I think that's a great point to take away into this next event, and that we're close. Those are small things. I think as a whole, our group probably overall had our maybe C+ game, and to be able to compete with that was something that was nice to see. I know we all kind of walked away and said we want to improve, we want to finish better than that in a field such as that was up there, but it was a start, and that's what I think we took away as a whole is it's the beginning, it's how you finish, not how you start. And so I think it was nice to have everybody out on the golf course. Right. We start in mid-August and we go until the end of April, and so the mental aspect of the game, spread out over 7 or 8 months is something that we're going to see our highs and our lows. I think even this last week was a great example of how we need to keep ourselves kind of even keel. We had 2 rain delays on Monday, and we were at the golf course for 13 hours, and you've got to stay in a competitive mindset. And so as we take some of the things that we've learned, for examples, or with examples like last Monday, we try to apply, throughout the season, and that's a matter of rolling with the punches and, not letting yourself get too high or too low, and understanding that, it's at the end of the day, it's going to be, a tough battle, but when we win those battles, we learn from them and we get better. So, just taking it day by day is what we can and try to learn from it. Right, so we're going to be down in Missouri at Mizzou's event in Columbia, playing Old Hawthorne golf course. It's an SEC team, one that's a very good team, and then the field is a lot of strong mid-major programs. So, this is a great opportunity for us to see, where we stack up in terms of a lot of teams in the Midwest here, and I'm happy to have 5 going down there and, really put a team score together for 3 rounds and see where we finish.